What is Hoya obovata splash? Hi there, Ferb Vu here. I'm a passionate plant enthusiast and the Hoya obovata splash is one of my favorites. This beautiful vine, with its captivating speckled leaves and fragrant flowers, is a real charmer. Over the years, I've fielded a lot of questions about the Hoya obovata splash, and I'm here to answer them all. So, whether you're a seasoned plant collector or a curious newbie, dive in and learn everything you need to know about this delightful houseplant. The most striking feature of the Hoya obovata splash is its variegated foliage. Unlike its plain green counterpart, the Hoya obovata, this variety boasts stunning green leaves splashed with silver or cream markings. This variegation is a genetic mutation that affects chlorophyll production in some parts of the leaves, resulting in the eye-catching speckled pattern. See more 566 species in genus Hoya at monsteraholic.com. How to care for Hoya obovata splash. Light, here's the golden rule: bright, indirect sunlight is your Hoya obovata splash's best friend. Avoid harsh midday sun, which can scorch the leaves. East or west-facing windows are perfect spots. South-facing windows might be okay if there's some sheer curtain diffusion. Water, remember, underwatering is always preferable to overwatering with this plant. The Hoya obovata splash, with its succulent-like leaves, stores water. Let the soil dry completely between waterings. Stick your finger in the soil to check for moisture. If the top inch is dry, it's watering time. Soil drainage is key. Opt for a well-draining potting mix specifically designed for cacti or orchids. You can also create your own mix by combining potting mix with perlite, orchid bark, and charcoal for optimal drainage and aeration. Blooming beauty, witnessing the magic. The Hoya obovata splash, like many Hoyas, is known for its clusters of fragrant, star-shaped flowers. These blooms typically appear in spring and summer, and they come in a delightful combination of pink and white. Here are some tips to encourage flowering. Provide adequate light. As mentioned earlier, bright, indirect sunlight is essential. Don't overpot. A pot-bound Hoya obovata splash is more likely to flower. Age matters. Be patient. These Hoyas often take a few years, at least 3, to mature enough to flower. Feed sparingly. During the growing season, spring and summer, a monthly dose of balanced, diluted fertilizer can give your plant a flowering boost. Taming the vines, training and pruning your Hoya obovata splash. The Hoya obovata splash is a natural climber, and with a little guidance, you can shape it into a stunning display. Here are some tips. Moss pole. This is an ideal option for creating a vertical, climbing effect. Secure the vines loosely to the moss pole as they grow. Hanging basket. Let the vines cascade gracefully from a hanging basket. This is a great space-saving option. Trellis or lattice. Train your Hoya obovata splash to climb a trellis or lattice for a structured look. Pruning is also essential to maintain a healthy and controlled plant. You can prune any leggy vines or remove dead leaves throughout the year. Just make sure to use sterilized pruning shears to avoid harming your plant. Troubleshooting tips. Common Hoya obovata splash issues. Even the most attentive plant parent can encounter occasional issues. Here are some common problems you might face with your Hoya obovata splash and how to address them. Droopy leaves. This usually indicates underwatering. Give your plant a thorough drink and allow the excess water to drain completely. Ensure the pot has drainage holes. Yellowing leaves. Several factors can contribute to yellowing leaves. Overwatering is a culprit. Check the soil moisture and adjust your watering habits. Excessive light or nutrient deficiency can also cause yellowing. Move your plant to a location with brighter indirect light and consider a diluted fertilizer application during the growing season. Leaf curl. While some curling is natural for Hoya obovata splash leaves, excessive curling can indicate underwatering, pests, or even cold temperatures. Rule out watering issues first. If pests are suspected, isolate the plant and treat it with an insecticidal soap solution. Ensure your Hoya obovata splash is positioned away from drafts and cold windows. Lack of flowers. Be patient. As mentioned earlier, flowering can take a few years. Ensure your plant receives adequate light and avoid overpotting. A balanced fertilizer during spring and summer can also encourage blooming. Pests and diseases. Generally, Hoya obovata splash is a pest and disease-resistant plant. However, mealybugs and scale can occasionally be an issue. Look for white, cottony patches, mealybugs, or small, brown bumps, scale, on the leaves. Treat infestations with insecticidal soap or neem oil solution. Final thoughts: the allure of the Hoya obovata splash. The Hoya obovata splash is a captivating addition to any indoor space. With its stunning variegated foliage, fragrant blooms, and manageable care requirements, it's a plant that appeals to both novice and experienced plant enthusiasts. So, if you're looking for a unique and rewarding houseplant, look no further than the Hoya obovata splash.